So one amazing thing about the pandemic is that obviously the beaches are more or less deserted and the water is crystal clear. So right now I'm at the MERIDIEN Hotel, and they own the access to this certain strip of beach, and it's absolutely incredible. What was once 14,000 plus per night is now, which is about just under 500 US, is now 2,000 baht plus per night to stay in a 5-star resort like the MERIDIEN. And in my opinion, and you might agree, but it's better to have the room full, have the staff working, and no hotel or condominium or villa fares well empty in a tropical environment. So, you know, if you have money in Thailand now, you can really have an amazing experience for a fraction of the price.
Don't fall backwards.
So I'm joined here by Julian Lowry, and Julian is the GM of Le MERIDIEN.
Le MERIDIEN Phuket.
So what have you done to keep your occupancy up? Because you are packed.
Oh, it's not that easy. I mean, what have we not done? I think is better the question. We've sort of reinvented a lot of different marketing strategies. We've looked at opportunities that we actually never have tried before. You know, a lot of Facebook, social media,
right?
A lot of Instagram, bloggers. Predominantly our customer base was Russian, European, coming away for, you know, the winter months.
Sure.
And they've all gone now, right? So we've got to look inwards and domestic market.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of expats by the pool. I see a lot of Thai people.
Yeah. I mean, this is two things. One thing is we've got the day pass, which is 300 baht per day, and it gives you free credit. So you actually don't spend anything.
Oh, wow.
So you can come in for free,
okay.
basically.
So, okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of expats in Phuket generally, they get to enjoy places that were previously either fully booked,
yeah,
or just too expensive to go to.
Yeah, true. I mean, we've said that before. We're not the cheapest hotel, but like I said, we reinvented what we needed to do during COVID time. If you've got 470 rooms and you've got huge swimming pools and a lovely beach, and you know, you need to get people on there, and you need to create a little bit of cash flow.
100%.
And we did a pretty good job so far.
You've done amazing. From what I've seen today, it's a breath of fresh air. I've seen your hotel buzzing with life, lots of people around the pool. The restaurant was full today. Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
what we want to see every day.
So, okay, my opinion is this. You know, Phuket right now, the lower end of the market, the cheaper hotels, obviously they can't drop their prices any further. What you've done is you've dropped, okay, so you're normally about 14,000 baht per night.
Yeah, exactly.
You've dropped all the way down to 2,000, and you've done an amazing job of filling the rooms, and obviously you've got your more expensive rooms as well.
Yeah, I mean, the suites actually sold out quicker than the normal rooms, which in hindsight, we should have put the price up a little bit. So some people got some very good deals.
Sure.
But you know what? As long as people enjoy, they talk about the hotel and, you know, the advertisers, and they become sort of like family, then we welcome them back whenever the business comes back, which probably will be quite a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first market to bounce back is going to be the luxury market.
No, I totally agree with that. Like I said, the suites are selling first.
Yeah. So for my efforts, I have a real estate company, and you know, we're focusing more on the higher end property than we are on the lower end property, because the lower end's more available and ready to purchase, but the higher end property I think is going to bounce back a lot quicker.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, like I said, the suites are selling first. The airlines, they look at the business class first. And like you said, if people with money, they still got money.
Sure.
They just have a little bit less of it.
Sure.
But I think they'll be the first one to get on the plane. They'll be looking, of course, they look for bargains because that's why they're rich, right?
Yeah.
But I think it'll be not until next year.
So your marketing plan for the next year, you reckon it's going to bounce back the recovery?
Yeah, I mean, what we've looked at is nothing before July. We're looking domestic and then a mixture, like a hybrid between sort of domestic and international as the markets open. It'll probably start locally, short haul flights, you know, and countries that have managed COVID pretty well. I think that'll be the ones that come back initially.
Sure.
And then as the vaccine gets administered in them countries, you probably have to enter Thailand with a certificate.
Yeah.
You know, just for safety reasons.
Did you ever think about becoming a quarantine hotel, or did that idea
we looked at it. We said, you know, there's going to be opportunity there, but knowing the Thai people as well, and coming to resorts, it's pretty difficult to fill 470 rooms with a sort of quarantine guests, and then have a mixture of regular guests as well.
Yeah.
So we decided against it. It didn't fit our business model.
I think you've done an amazing effort.
Well, we've tried our best. We have a good team here.
And obviously the beach and the pools and the facilities are incredible.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Thai, like you mentioned before, that you've seen around the pool. Normally we have like one or two families. Now we have got the majority is Thai, which is great to see. And I mean, it's also a different demographic. Even though you're a hotel in Thailand, we're not used to having Thais, which seems quite strange, right?
Right.
But yeah, a lot of them have told me stories that they were here 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when the hotel opened, and they've basically never been back because they've never been able to really sort of afford the high rates during the holidays that the Russians and the Europeans have, which I think is a shame, really. But now it's given us a great opportunity to give them back something, you know, and let them revisit their youth or when they were a little bit younger.
When was the hotel built?
33 years old.
Do you know, I think I actually stayed here when I was a kid.
Oh,
I was
really?
12 years old.
Yeah, so,
I think so.
We just had our anniversary in November.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, we had the sign on the beach, 33 years.
Incredible.
This beach is called Relax Beach. So we got the Relax sign and we put a 33 in front of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, one other thing that I have to mention before we finish the interview is that Julian has been involved with Help Phuket Today, which is an effort that's organised by Kath Cummings to feed the families that actually can't afford food or to survive. Because obviously there are some industries that have just been absolutely decimated, and that's obviously the lower end of the market. So it's you weren't a part of Help Phuket Today, you were just assisting them, weren't you?
Yeah, we have a lot of good Australian guests who, you know, come here every year, and they saw that we were doing something ourselves. Me and Nicola, my wife, we just helped the local community in Caron, and then it sort of snowballed from there, where they were, you know, asking, can we send some donation to you? So for about 7 or 8 months we've been sort of collecting money from them and just doing something ourselves, you know, just buying rice and chicken from the local supermarket, delivering it to one young lady in Caron who actually cooks it and delivers.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were doing that during the lockdown, and then it just sort of progressed from there, where we ended up with 400 bags of rice and tins of sardines, and in the temple, you know, every Sunday.
Amazing.
Sort of trying to just help a little bit.
I'll tell you what, honestly, I've witnessed this, and it's,
yeah, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah,
that's right.
I tell you what, such an amazing effort, and you know, I can see that one thing, I brought this up in the interview. I had my camera there. You were hiding in the background. You were not ready to be seen by the camera.
Because it's not really us. I mean, they said, oh, Meridian, and I always say it's not Meridian. It was the Meridian guests. You know, I help. You know, we just facilitated, and we do our own little things in Caron as well. You know, there's a few families that in the local places where you would not, off the beaten track, you wouldn't even want to go there.
Sure.
They need the help a lot, and they're so grateful. You know, the kids are there. We take the toys for them, and I think it's a lovely little thing to do. I mean, you've got to give back to the community that you do business in.
Definitely.
So, and our guests have done us proud so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope these guests at the moment will do you proud as well.
We hope so.
Anyway, thank you very much, Julian.
Thank you.
And good luck for the future.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Crab.
So I have just spent the whole day at Le Meridian, and such an amazing place. It's sunset now. You know, if you've got money in Thailand, this place right now, you're never ever gonna get this price again. And the recovery on COVID-19 and the pandemic, yeah, it's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a couple of years, but the first market to bounce back is going to be the high-end market. So that's where my efforts are gonna be. I'm not gonna be focusing on selling cheap condominiums anymore. I'm going to be focusing on high-end villas and luxury property. I think this is the first market to bounce back, and I think people are realizing that, you know, you don't have to be in your home country to live anymore. You don't have to actually go to the office anymore. So yeah, living in Thailand and living the lifestyle and actually working remotely is an option. And this is what you can enjoy over my shoulder on a Tuesday. Do me a favor, I don't really get much money for Asia Lifestyle magazine, but one thing I do get is really good encouragement for you guys. So please like, share, follow the page. Easy. Peace out.